Watch this video to the end because I'm going to share something that's going to save your life. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Frank. I just wanted to share something with y'all, man. So I did a podcast yesterday, and on the podcast, I was asked if there was anything I would like to say to somebody, to the youth, right? Somebody that was in my shoes before. Listen, all y'all young boys out there ripping and running in the streets, getting money, or just doing dumb shit. Let me tell y'all, if y'all brothers understood how quickly they forget the dead, y'all would stop living to impress these people. I promise you, man. Because listen, they're going to remember you for a couple days, couple weeks, maybe even a couple months, if you're lucky, right? They're going to let the balloons go on your birthday and the anniversary of your death and other special events, right? They're going to light the candles. They're going to build a little memorial. You know, they're going to put pictures in there. They're going to put a bottle of Hennessy, a bottle of Rosé, all that type of shit. They're going to put in there, right? They're going to do that at first. And then the first time it rains and it wipes out that candle and that little memorial, they might clean it up the first time, but after the second time or the third time, they're not. It's going to go in the garbage. And that's just the way it goes, right? That's just the way it goes. So please, when I tell y'all this, please, if y'all knew how quickly they forget the dead, y'all would stop living to impress these people. Their life goes on, or you're going to be in the cemetery and the maggots going to be crawling through your skull. It's just what happens, man. Take heed. We all know somebody that done been through this before us. Learn from their mistakes. That's what they say. Smart people learn from the mistakes of others. The rest of us, we got to make the mistakes on our own. I was definitely in that category. I could see somebody touch the stove and it burned the shit out of them. And I make up all type of excuses. I'll be like, oh, they soft. They didn't touch it fast enough. They had to touch it like this. And I'm going to do it. And I'm going to put my hands in water or ice. And then I'm going to touch it so my fingers are going to be numb. And, all that type of dumb shit. I justify and make all different type of excuses and plans on how I was going to do it differently. Or how I was going to do the same thing but get different results. Sure, maybe once or twice it worked. But the 999,000 other times, it didn't. And I started to realize the results weren't coming because of that person. The results were coming because that's just the reaction that we get from those actions, right? You speed, you're going to get a speeding ticket. You break the law, you're going to go to jail. You play in them streets, you're going to be in a cemetery. Those are just the outcome to those certain actions, right? Those are just the reactions to those certain actions. It's just the way it goes. I started to realize that the results didn't come because of the person making the mistakes. The results came because that's just what comes with certain things, right? And a lot of times we'd be asking for it until we get it, and we realize that's not really what we want, right? But sometimes we don't know no better. Sometimes we don't realize that's not what we want until that ticket is bought and paid for. Now we got to live with those consequences. So be mindful, man. Once again, young brothers and sisters out there, not even young, because I know some niggas my age that's in the way, and even older, and this applies to myself also. When I'm speaking in these videos, I'm not speaking to y'all. 90% of the time, I'm speaking to myself. If y'all knew how quickly they forget the dead, y'all would stop living to impress these people. Remember that, man. Remember that.